anyone at all. Sohail knows that. Ladies and gentlemen, to my next debate tonight, where I feel that Air India 171 crash is very mysterious in Sohail's language, getting curiouser and curiouser. Now, a US aviation safety report has revealed that Boeing 787 had numerous technical faults throughout its service, including system failures from its first day with Air India. For some strange reason, the American thinks the problem is with the plane. But India's so-called aviation authorities, DGCA, AIIB, or whatever, are deflecting responsibility, trying to focus on the pilot instead of Boeing. Straight question to the DGCA and the Civil Aviation Ministry. Are they very afraid of questioning Boeing? Let's debate.
These are the pictures that continue to haunt the nation. The elderly father of late Captain Sumit Sabharwal bidding his son a final goodbye. Families of 241 passengers await justice. They have no answers yet. But in India, a carefully orchestrated cover-up has failed to provide closure to these families.
While we continue to grieve, we have faced repeated distress in the name of inquiry. I am constrained to state that AIB for persistently attempted to call the youngest pilots of our family for questioning despite their having no connection whatsoever with the case. This has caused unnecessary trauma and most to harassment of a bereaved family.
Instead, there is a concerted attempt to go after the pilots. A US aviation safety group has claimed in its report that the Air India Boeing 787, which crashed in Ahmedabad, had numerous technical faults throughout its service. The aircraft faced recurring system failures from the very first day it entered service with Air India. At the center of FAS's submission is the electrical failure factor. There is a history of recurring issues. Electrical failure was one such reported issue in the past. In fact, 3 years before this tragic crash in 2022, there was a major fire-related incident that the report says could have caused latent damage in this aircraft. But this has not been flagged by any of the investigation that has been conducted in the country. In fact, the AAIB has not even released its report yet. And the Air India investigation continues to blame the pilot. It focuses on the pilot's role. There is criminal silence as far as the Boeing aircraft is concerned. Not the first time that pilots have been targeted in this investigation. And while a US report flags the anomalies within Boeing, why are India's aviation bodies providing a cover fire for them?
Our new facts coming to light are putting question marks over what the government's been up to. Manish Bariyar backs the government. Pankaj is pro-Congress. Anmol is national spokesperson AAP, and Captain Randhawa, President Federation of Indian Pilots. Captain Randhawa, to you first. The new whistleblowers have submitted a report to the US Senate Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations on January 12, 2026 on the AI-171 crash. This report has in turn been shared by the Foundation of Aviation Safety, which has played a very pivotal role in the past in exposing the role of Boeing's wrongdoings in the Boeing 373 MAX crash mysteries, and that has been taken very seriously. FAS and whistleblowers are saying that there's another criminal cover-up akin to the one that was attempted to hide the truth of the Boeing 737 MAX crashes, and they are saying that there has been a problem with the plane, that there is a problem with a Boeing plane. But in India, AIIB and DGCA are seemingly blaming the pilot, including the Parliamentary Committee on Civil Aviation, which has almost given Boeing a clean sheet. So, why this gap?
Good evening, Arnab and my fellow panelists. You aptly covered the point, Arnab, and I would like to highlight right after the crash in June 25, we have been reiterating the government of India, including AIB and DGCA, where we have asked them to carry out checks, investigations on all the Boeing 787s, and at one stage we had asked them for grounding of this fleet and checking for the electrical systems. It is not new. Right from the inception, from the time the aircraft has been manufactured, it has been having electrical problems. This aircraft is highly dependent on the electrical system and has been having perennial problems right from the beginning. Till date of India, nor the DGCA have listened to us, and they have not done any investigations on the electrical systems. And I'm surprised that when the prelim report came, it was too premature, and they gave a clean sheet to Boeing, to Honeywell, and to GE. It was
You mean the AAIB? The AAIB gave a clean sheet to Boeing,
yes,
to Honeywell, and to GE. Now, these are big billion-dollar companies, huge companies. Why were they in a hurry, Manish, to give a clean sheet? And what was the Parliamentary Panel on Civil Aviation doing?
Good evening to you, Arnab, and to my viewers and co-panelists. I would like to really show me one statement where the government has given clean sheet. I would love if it will be very unfortunate, but I haven't seen anything which has come from government giving clean sheet, and also the government has not blamed pilots at all. In fact, one statement from the government that has blamed pilots. Please show me. I would really like Mr. Randhawa to do that. All the sympathies with pilots.
May I for a moment step in? I'm sorry that you have not seen, but the AAIB did put out a preliminary report. Anmol may have it. Captain Randhawa may have it. On the Air India 171 crash, which shows data from flight recorders that appears to emphasize on the fact that the fuel cutoff switches, movement and cockpit conversations insinuate pilot involvement without exploring potential aircraft system failures.
Arnab,
sorry
for that.
What are you sorry about?
For that. It insinuates, that's a word which comes out from media. But that report doesn't say that it insinuates pilot's error.
1 minute, I'll give you an example. The AAIB puts a paraphrased sentence of the pilot's conversation that the Western media is using, which reads, in the cockpit voice recording, one of the pilots is asking Heard the other. Heard asking the other, why did he cut off? Why did he cut off? The other pilot responds that he did not do so. Right? The AAIB report, right, said, quote, the engine N1 and N2 began to decrease from their takeoff values as the fuel supply to the engines was cut off, then used the paraphrase sentence, but ignores in its report that this plane's 11-year history is full of confusing faults. This plane had a problem. It had landing gear indication failures, replacement of proximity sensors, CCS modules, RPDUs, potential precursors to the erroneous switch behaviors or electrical surges. You are ignoring one thing and emphasizing another. Don't think you are too smart. You see? No. I will not allow you. No.
You have to allow me.
No. You are. They are trying. No, not at all. You see, the Civil Aviation Minister was busy in Davos.
But will you not allow me to speak?
I'll let others speak. The Civil Aviation Minister was busy in Davos. Should tell me. No. Why? I don't understand. Viewers, why are these Indian investigators so jaldi mein Boeing ko clean sheet de do?
अरे बिल्कुल भी नहीं दिया।
क्यों? क्या मिलता है? क्या मिलता है? What is it?
आपका अपना असेसमेंट है अर्नब।
Assessment?
Government has not given clean chit.
Assessment और पायलट के भांजे को इन्वेस्टिगेशन के लिए बुलाओ।
You know, unjustified. Government has not. Show me one statement.
You think we don't understand? You think people don't? Viewers, do you understand what's going on? Viewers, I'm sure you understand what's going on. It's very bad. We must not allow this. Anmol.
More than 200 people lost their lives. More than
Exactly.
200
Show the
people
flight.
lost their
Show
lives.
the crash
and
visuals.
till
Let them
date,
see.
We don't know what investigation revealed.
We don't
There's
know.
no accountability. No one
Kuch
has
nahi.
been held responsible for that. Because they don't have time to investigate. DGCA, which is the regulatory body which ensures safety for passengers, they were clueless.
Yes.
And they have given clean chits to all these companies. But when it comes to filing false and fabricated
Visuals
cases
in the
against the
video.
opposition,
Why are you lying on
you'll
national
find
media?
them everywhere.
What are you doing?
Today,
Why are you
today
lying?
our leader, Arvind
Either you say
Kejriwal
that
ji,
I
has
do
been
not know
given clean
anything
chits
about
in
this,
2 criminal
or
complaints.
you have to keep quiet. I'm sorry. You do not know anything. Final
No, but
report
then
has not come.
give us facts.
Still investigation
No,
is
sir.
going on.
Give us
In fact,
facts.
there are global regulators.
Show us. Show
Global
us what has
regulators
revealed
are
in the
there. They are
investigation.
also investigating.
What has
Ask
revealed
the
in the
pilot here.
investigation? We want to know.
You know,
The nation wants
please
to
ask
know.
the pilot. The
आपकी
pilot
तहकीकात
is
में क्या आया?
here. He is the head of the union.
बताइए
Please ask
देश
him.
को.
I would like to ask him
You are
that question.
providing shield to
That has
them.
the final report
You are
come?
shielding the culprits.
The government of India's stance is
You are
very, very
shielding
clear.
the culprits.
There is no
Innocent
blame
people
here.
are
So
facing
neither Boeing is being
the problem.
defended, nor the pilots are to be blamed.
Viewers,
We are
this is so
waiting for the
bad.
final reports to
The
come.
simple point is, Pankaj,
You are
in
blaming the
America,
pilots.
people are investigating
You are
Boeing.
not fixing
In
accountability.
India, we are investigating the Indian pilot. We are calling we are troubling and harassing
Wrong.
and torturing.
Wrong, Arnab.
We are
You're
torturing. We are torturing the 91-year-old
way.
father.
Arnab,
We are
you're
torturing
wrong
the
on this.
91-year-old father
You're
of Captain
absolutely wrong on
Sabharwal. We are calling for investigation, Pankaj. The young pilot nephew of Captain Sabharwal. We are troubling the pilot.
Even-
The father has lost
way.
his son. कोई शांति नहीं है उनके लिए. हमको बोइंग को क्लीन चिट देके पायलट को किसी तरह से उनको घुमाना है.
बोल रहे हैं, अर्नब?
क्या जल्दी है? What is the need? What is the need? Tell me.
You are wrong.
I am absolutely right and on the ball. I am absolutely right and on the ball.
And that's very
The
unfortunate.
Pankaj.
report has not come.
A shred of
Government has
evidence.
not given
Show
any
me,
clean
Arnab, I
chit.
challenge you.
Government has
I
not
challenge
blamed the
you.
pilot.
One statement
All
from
this
the government
humbug
of India
has no
that
meaning.
defends
Now,
Boeing.
when the report submitted
And
to
then
the
I would
US Senate
apologize to the
has
entire
clearly
country.
exposed that
One
the aircraft had a documented history of repeated technical failures related to engineering, manufacturing, quality, and maintenance. Why our government is not taking up this matter very strongly with the Boeing company and as well
Absolutely
as
it
with
is
the
doing.
US
You
administration?
are not privy to it. Probably you have not
This
read it
kind of
enough.
criminal cover, this
You have not read it.
criminal cover,
Pankaj ji, you are not
Cover
privy
up
to
should be
everything.
upon
In fact, there are
informed.
global regulators. They are
Boeing's
checking everything.
authorities
In fact,
known
our
in
accident
USA
bureau is there.
penalties
In fact, the
and
reports
fines
have not
around
come.
$5 billion.
Reports
$5
have
billion
not come.
are
What are you
put on
saying?
Boeing by Federal Aviation Administration and Department of Justice.
Okay,
You must-
so आज फेडरल एविएशन इनफैक्ट बहुत बड़ा होली काउ हो गया. कभी लास्ट 5 साल पहले we never used to really 1 साल पहले we would never in fact look at them. We will not look at them, all those Western media Reuters reports. And suddenly they
Even
have become
last
holy
year in
cows.
July,
What kind of
Boeing
things you are
admitted
saying?
to
Are you not aware that
One minute.
for misleading regulators during the certification of
we would take up a writer's
77
report and make a
acts.
program out
They
of it?
paid-
Absolutely
They
rubbish.
paid billions in fines and compensation to avoid trials and imprisonment of its
Absolutely,
director
they
and
should
other
get it.
officials.
They should. I have all
They
the sympathies. In fact, the
Boeing
people,
CEO
the relatives, they have the right to know the truth.
No, you're not doing a favor. May I please, you see, the thing is, I have no bone in this fight. The question is this. I was asked right now by Manish, very angry today, Captain Randhawa. He says, show me one thing where we have said anything. Listen, not once does the great AAIB consider that the 1 second gap that is humanly not possible to turn the switches from run to cut off could stem from electrical surges or short circuits because the VT-A&B plane had extensive burning in the P100 power panel in 2022 requiring full replacement. Neither does the AIB consider that the engine rundown could result from power distribution overheating, wire damage, as has been documented.
How do you know all these things? Has the final report come?
This is all documented stuff. How can you ask?
question
This is
raised.
documented stuff. This is documented stuff.
These are media reports.
No.
These are not the final. How do you
These
know?
are not just media reports. Captain Randhawa, please.
Report was itself not correct. No,
The final report has not come, Arnab. So
that is not the question.
How do you know they are not
Why only a
considered?
2-second CVR recording has been given in the
Exactly.
report?
Then you are going into a wrong direction.
Why 2 second?
The relatives
Why
of all
2 second
the victims-
report?
I'm sorry,
No,
sir.
no.
I'm sorry.
No, absolutely not.
Truth. The relatives need to know the truth, and that is what is the purpose.
Well, how
of the
many
government.
hours have you questioned the Air India CEO? How many hours have you questioned the Boeing CEO? You're troubling the 91-year-old grieving father. It's so wrong. It's so unethical. It's so unfair, ladies and gentlemen. We stand with the father of Captain
And that is the
Sabharwal.
main issue that needs to
We
be
stand
debated.
with the father of
Government
Captain
has not
Sabharwal.
made any statement
And we stand with him in this
in
fight.
favor of Boeing.
It is
or
an unfair
against
witch
the
hunt
relatives.
against his son, ladies and gentlemen. Unfair witch hunt against his son. When I'm back, progress for the people. A video which proves that the young boy, 27-year-old Yuvraj, was allowed to die. Was allowed to die. More exposes in a few minutes.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.